Hey, what's up guys, Will here for GSMArena. If you're a mobile gamer, you might be looking for something a bit more special than your average smartphone. That's why we've made a list with some of this year's best phones for gaming. Let's get started. This may come as a surprise, but we'll start off this list with an iOS device, and it's not even the latest one. I'm talking about the iPhone 12. Of course, it's not cheap. It's a full-on flagship. But there are some savings now that the iPhone 13 has come out, and we make these guides to find the best value. The iPhone 12 still has one of the most powerful smartphone chipsets available on the market, as well as an extensive game ecosystem and benefits like early releases and exclusive iOS titles. Plus, the quality of the OLED display is top-notch, as long as you don't mind a notch, and a standard 60Hz refresh rate. And of course, you get extensive software support and great stereo speakers and camera quality. You probably wouldn't get the iPhone 12 just for the sake of playing games. There isn't much as far as gaming-specific features go. But capability for games is still an aspect worth considering if you're thinking about going for an iPhone. If your budget isn't quite in iPhone territory, how about a flagship killer for your gaming needs? In this price range, our recommendation would be the Motorola Edge 20. Just like a dedicated gaming phone, the Edge 20 has an OLED display with a fast 144Hz refresh rate and low touch latency. There's even support for high frame rate gaming. And although you don't get a top-tier Snapdragon 888 inside the Edge 20, its Snapdragon 778G still provides flagship-level performance. And the passive thermal management here is respectable too. You don't get much as far as gaming-oriented software features go. It's the standard fare from Motorola. But what you do get is support for Moto's Ready 4 platform, which allows you to connect the phone to a TV or monitor to game on the big screen. And it's worth mentioning that you get a nice overall camera experience here too. The Edge 20's battery life won't blow you away, and you don't get stereo speakers for your audio either. But overall, the Edge 20 is a value-packed phone that also happens to be great for gaming. If that's still not quite enough for your gaming needs, you might want to look into a dedicated gaming phone. And in the lower price bracket, my recommendation would go to the Nubia Red Magic 6R. Here you also get a blazing fast 144Hz AMOLED display, but with an even lower touch latency for extra responsiveness when gaming. And you also get capacitive shoulder triggers here too, as extra inputs for your games. This phone runs on the top-of-the-line Snapdragon 888 chipset. There's no active cooling fan here like you'd find on more expensive gaming phones, but the passive cooling system is quite capable, and performance is great. And there are a bunch of features and options specifically aimed towards games. And outside of all that, you also get good photo and video quality from the main camera. The Red Magic 6R's major shortcomings are that the battery life is uninspiring, and you only get a single speaker, not stereo speakers. If you are after stereo speakers, you could go for the Red Magic 6S Pro, which not only has those, but also has a built-in fan, but is also more expensive, so it's your call. But still, for a dedicated gaming phone, there's a lot of value to be found with either device. The final phone on this list is probably the most hardcore option out there. It's the Asus ROG Phone 5, and we've picked this one specifically, even though it's not the most recent model. The ROG 5S and 5S Pro are both more expensive and produce more heat, which may translate to throttling, so we prefer the device that came out earlier this year. The ROG 5 is still by no means cheap. It's a flagship phone, and nearly every aspect of it is tailored toward the gaming experience. Many gaming phones have touch sensors for extra input, but the ROG 5s are industry-leading as far as precision and customization go. You also get the option for motion controls, which you don't see very often. There's a pair of industry-leading stereo speakers, with specific tuning for certain genres of game, as well as directionality. And the 144Hz AMOLED display is great too, with low touch latency and high frame rate support for games. The ROG 5's software experience revolves around gaming, with a level of customization that's really impressive. Of course, performance from the high-end Snapdragon 888 chipset is excellent. And there's great thermal management, especially if you get the Aeroactive Cooler fan, which is not bundled with the base model. And there are other accessories sold separately which you can attach, like the Kunai Gamepad controller. Plus, it's not all about the gaming. The Asus ROG 5 has a very capable set of cameras too. There are a couple of nitpicks. The cooling fan and connector pins aren't as sturdy as in previous generations, and this model isn't compatible with some of the older gen ROG accessories. But even so, for hardcore gamers, the ROG Phone is worth recommending. So there you have it, guys. Whether you're looking for a dedicated gaming phone or a normal smartphone that's great for games, this list should be a good starting point for this holiday season. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and see you on the next one.